episode of Cooking with Fire. Today we have Firefighter Nick Hammonds out here at Station 1. He's going to be preparing a small meal for you. I say small being funny. So, Nick, how are you?
Jimmy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, brother.
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Nick Hammond. I'm assigned down here at Station 1. I'm on the hazmat team. I've been in the fire service a little over 10 years. I've been with the city coming up on 4 years. Yep, 4 years. And I love my job, but one thing I love to do most, I love to eat. And this right here is one of my favorite meals next to chili. I do love some chili, but chicken and pastry, can't go wrong.
All right, so you're at a great station to eat. Station 1. I used to be here with you guys.
Yep.
And we had some good meals, real good meals.
There you go, right.
So what's the first step for cooking? What's the first
you need
thing?
we gotta have chicken.
Okay.
It's chicken and pastry, so chicken's one of your main ingredients.
All right, so I see we have some chicken here, right?
Yep.
Now it's already off the bone, obviously.
Yep.
We can't buy it like that.
Yeah, we've first things first, you need to boil your chicken, and it makes your broth, and we've already got that covered. And what goes in it is cream of chicken and cream of celery. Now that being said, this is just a good base to have. This is what I prefer.
Right.
And a lot of other people prefer it. I mean, some people go crazy with it. They may put cream of mushroom or more cream of celery, less cream of chicken. Right. If you want to go more healthy lifestyle, I've seen some people put smoked sausage in it. Yeah. I mean, pork or whatever. There's a lot of different ways to prepare it. Some people put chopped vegetables in it, but vegetables, hey, that's all good, but I like fat and unhealthy sometimes.
So even when I went to pick up the ingredients,
yeah,
I picked up cream of mushroom, just going back to what I normally do. But this is your recipe, and like you said, we do have the cream of chicken and the cream of celery, which I've never used before.
Oh, it's
so
good.
In this pot, if we want to go over here, what all do you already have going? Is this your stock?
Yeah, this is your basic stock stuff, and it's been kind of heated up and seasoned up a little bit.
We took our chicken. We had whole leg quarters.
Yep.
About how many pounds of leg quarters?
It depends how many you're cooking for. Right. Down here we have 8 people assigned, including myself. Right. So, that's a lot of hungry mouths to feed.
You're right.
And they ain't gonna get one plate. They're gonna go back for 2s, 3rds. I've even gone back for 4ths.
Right. So
but if you're cooking like me and Lauren, when I cook for Lauren, Lauren likes the dumplings.
Right.
And so if it's just me and her, I'll probably get maybe 5 or 6 leg quarters.
Right.
And I usually cook it in the crock pot, which is another method. But being down here, this is lickety split fast.
That's right.
We got to eat and get cleaned up because Z-Tron goes off anytime.
That's right. So I see that you have on some protection here to make sure you don't burn your hand.
I do, because I'm going to tell you what, you grab this handle barehanded one time, you only going to do it one time. I promise you ain't going to do it again.
With these metal pots, the heat radiates through and you can get burned easy. So at home, let's make sure we use some safety nets.
Plus the good thing about these pots, these are a commercial grade restaurant pots instead of like your traditional, if you go to Dollar General brand. Yeah. These are, obviously it's got plenty of character on it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's seen a lot of good meals and seen some bad meals.
We think, the fire department never closes. So 365 days a year, 3 meals a day, these pots are getting used.
Oh yeah,
so we're definitely cooking around.
Oh yeah, Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, and you bring your family down here to eat, and I bring mine down here to eat.
This is your second home.
It really is.
So
it really is.
So what do we need to do now?
Well, first, before you start cooking, you got to have your tea.
I agree. I'm a sweet
It gets
tea
hot
drinker.
in this kitchen, and you got to stay hydrated and quenched, because you don't want to sweat the food, because then it's going to have a bad time.
Yeah, you will, because you'll be buying everybody else dinner, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Been there, done that, got a T-shirt.
So, what you gonna put in first?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish putting in my cream of chicken and cream of celery.
All right.
That way you got, because you're basically making your water. You're seasoning it up.
So this is basically your base.
Yeah.
That you're getting ready to add everything into.
Yeah, you got to do all that good stuff.
Right. So.
And I'm just gonna get it in there.
And like I said, normally you can use whatever you like you mentioned.
Yeah.
I've used different types of cream of chicken or cream of mushroom. Yeah. And like you said earlier, there are some healthier alternatives. You can do the low sodium.
There
you
is.
can do the no fat.
And instead of leg quarters, you can use chicken breast, white meat. You don't get as much rich stock, but it's a more healthy alternative.
Right. You're right.
And it's very good. I've made it a couple times.
Like you could probably supplement a little bit of low sodium broth to it.
It is
to supplement the juices.
I use the white chicken breast for like chicken soup and stuff like that.
Sure.
Like if you're sick and stuff like that, you need good healthy chicken. You use the white meat.
All right. So you've got in about how much cream of mushroom soup did you put in? I think it was.
No, you mean the cream of chicken?
Cream of chicken.
I always
you go.
I just get one big can.
Okay.
I mean, if you want more, you can add more.
The family size.
You
right?
gotta kind of get the right ratio down as far as what suits you or your family. What do they like? Do they like more or do they like less?
Sure.
And you can, if your broth gets a little low, you can always add more, or you can add a little bit of water. I'm just gonna add just a little bit.
And some people like their chicken and pastry a little more dry, and some people do like it almost like a soup, right?
Yeah.
It's just personal preference, would you say, Nick?
It is. I mean,
good. So is this your original recipe, Nick Hammonds chicken and pastry?
No, actually, this is Captain Horn's recipe. Michael Horn. I taught him one day, and I was like, Cap, I want some chicken and pastry, but I want to make it. And he's like, "Oh, you tell me how to make it?" Yeah, I'll tell you how to make it. So he told me how to make it, and here we are. So it's his original recipe. I got to give him credit for it. And Mark Hester, I was in here, and I ain't never made it before. I was like, I kind of knew, but I was like, just need someone to help perfect a little bit. So Hester helped me out a huge lot.
And that's something, I'll tell you that for you.
All right.
That's something you learn in the fire service. If you don't know how to cook when you get here, in a few years you'll know how to cook. That's for sure. One way or the other. And a lot of it does come from our mentors like Captain Horn or Hester or somebody to give us a little insight on exactly what all cooking needs.
Well, they've been cooking a long time.
And they're going to be honest with you. That's one thing we learned at the fire department. If they don't like it, they're going to tell you it's terrible.
And you got to have your salt and pepper and all that.
Is it to taste again? So just whatever.
That
you
right
like.
there. I try not to put too much salt and pepper in it.
Right.
When you cook it for 8 guys, because with 8 guys, it's going to be 8 different taste buds.
You're right.
So salt, give it some good flavor, but they're going to add in what they want to suit their taste.
I recall a time, Nick, when I was out here at Station 1, there was a certain lieutenant who didn't like cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
And, one time we had a little bit of dinner with our cayenne pepper that night, and he really, he looked like he was having a hard time. So that's just one of the fond memories I have from out here.
Lieutenant Mosley, I've gotten where he can eat a little bit of spice, but you got to be careful with it, because we don't want to. We love Lieutenant Mosley, and we don't want to hurt him. We want him around for a while.
We don't need him out, right?
Yep.
All right. So is it boiling? Do we have it back to a boil?
It's coming to a boil, but I'm trying to get it to a good rolling boil.
All right.
So I'm gonna put the lid on for a little bit, because next thing to do, we're gonna dump our. I'll tell you what, it's about ready. We're getting ready to dump our pastry in.
Okay. So do we need to put the chicken back in first, or do we need to let it simmer for a little while?
We'll put the chicken in here in a little bit. We're gonna start adding some pastry here in a minute.
Okay.
I'm just let it go into a good rolling boil.
Because again, this chicken has already been boiled and everything. It's fully cooked already. We're just going to add it back in eventually to suck up some of that flavor.
And I'm just trying to let the flavors come together.
All right.
It's got a good foam to it, so we'll go ahead and start adding our pastries.
All right. So sometimes we can, roll out our own pastry, but that could be time consuming and a little messy. So sometimes we're in a hurry here at the station. We use some frozen pastries, right?
Yeah, well, and it's like I told people before, if you want to make your own pastries, by all means, especially if you got kids, like when you bake cookies at Christmas time, it's fun to get kids in the kitchen and all that flour, but I'm ready to eat. I ain't got time for that.
As long as we keep them safe.
Yeah.
And keep them away from the stove, right? We want at least 3-foot clearance, but I try to practice just keeping them out of the kitchen.
Oh yeah, well, and that's always good. And if I get you to help me,
what you need?
Just stir it as I go, so that way they don't clump together.
All right, well go ahead and start putting them in there.
You do one at a time, and you want to maintain that boil.
Right. So that's what you want to do, is to keep that boil going at all times. We don't want to drop in all these frozen pastries and lose our boil, right?
Yeah, you don't want to do that, as they'll clump together and it won't taste as, and you don't want it. And it'll burn to the bottom real bad, which some of it's going to burn to the bottom. Some things you just can't help. So you just do it nice and slow.
Go ahead. You can drop it on in there.
It's probably the longest. This part right here takes the longest.
All right. Well, I think, Nick, while we're doing this, we're going to go ahead and cut and see part of our safety messages for today.
Okay.
So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment with more Cooking with Fire with Nick Hammonds.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Fire Administration. Have 2 ways out. When fire strikes, deadly smoke can fill your home within minutes. That's why the USFA wants you to plan and practice home fire drills. Draw a map of each level of your home showing all doors and windows. Discuss the map with everyone who lives with you. Practice your home fire drill at least twice a year. Make sure all doors and windows that lead outside open easily. Push the smoke alarm button to start the drill. Try feeling your way in the dark or with your eyes closed. Have at least 2 ways out of every room. If your first way out is blocked by fire or smoke, you can use your second way out. If there is smoke, get low and go. Crawl quickly under the smoke to your nearest exit. Close doors behind you and gather at a pre-planned outside meeting place where first responders can see you. Call 911. Remember, get out and stay out. Never go back inside for people, pets, or things. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to Cooking with Fire, Firefighter Nick Hammonds. We've took a small break. We've got it simmered down, and we've introduced all of the pastries to the pot. So, Nick, let's see what it looks like now.
It's cooked down a good amount. The noodles are nice and soft.
It's starting to get a consistency of pastry, right?
Yeah, and see, it's that right there. I mean, that's dang near, that's perfect right there. And some of it's burned to the bottom, but this was it's trying to be a good batch. See how it's nice? Your water's thickened up some. Some people like their chicken and pastry. Some people like it real nice, thick, and rich.
Right.
Some people like it a little soupy.
Right.
I like mine a little soupy, you know, because, you know, what goes good with this? Go Jiffy corn, some good old cornbread.
That's right,
And,
cornbread
you know,
does
put
go
that
good
cornbread
with
in there, God, it's so good.
So, I see we have a little bit of chicken left.
Yeah, I didn't add all the chicken. Tomato. There's so many different ways to do this. You can add the chicken in first. You can add it halfway. You can add it at the end.
Yeah, because it's already fully cooked.
I mean, yeah, it's already cooked. So all all left is to finish it off.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and introduce all the rest of that?
Yep.
Good.
Just remember to do it slow. You want to stir it in. Oh yeah, it's real get thick now. You can turn that heat up just a little bit for me. We can maintain a good simmer.
There you go.
There, I hear it now. She's talking. She'll talk to you now.
All right.
And we'll cut this down, do a simmer, and let me just give it a couple good stirs. God, it smells so good. You see like that? I mean, it don't get much better than that.
Thickening up. There you go.
Oh yeah, just gotta get your heat just right. See, that's nice thick.
Looks good.
It's very good. And if you
go.
want, we can go ahead and get a little sample.
All right. We've got a bowl somewhere around here.
Cause I got all the chicken stirred up in it.
Here, just put a little bit in there.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, I don't want to get it on you.
Yeah.
Let me get my other spoon.
Keep me from getting
Gotta get
burned.
my good spoon. I don't know where my ladle went.
That's no problem. That's probably
That's the thing
enough.
about having 8 people down here in 3 different shifts.
That's
You come
right.
to work one day and it's all there. You come back another day and you don't know where it's going.
That's right.
Get you a good pastry in there. Come on. There we go.
There we go. It's a little hot.
I bet say it's a little hot. You might want to.
So, sit it right here. Let it cool off a little bit. But it's got a good consistency to it.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff.
Looks really good.
Whew.
So we'll try it real quick. It's really good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Did good, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Full of flavor, man. You can definitely tell that. It's a good recipe
Get
from
you-
Captain Horn, right?
It daggone right.
Right.
Now you just need you a good old buttermilk biscuit or something.
That's
with,
right.
With
Some
some
more
butter.
sweet tea, right?
Yeah, you don't want to run out of tea.
Well, Nick, look, man, we really appreciate you taking time out of your day
Oh, I enjoyed it.
to prepare a meal for us and show us what it's like in the firehouse.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and all that you do, for the city. We really appreciate it. Keep in mind, you can follow us at go to our FayettevilleNC.gov/CookingWithFire to not only see this recipe and video, but many others that we have. And you can also find us on Facebook at Brave the Fire. Have a great day, and thank you so much for tuning in to Cooking with Fire.